Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Want people to understand just how scripted the NFL is. And at the end of this stream, I'm going to give the trolls a chance to call in and explain themselves, which we know they won't because they're ballless losers. But earlier this morning, I did a video on GematriaEffectNews about the death of Demaryius Thomas at age 33 in Atlanta, in light of him being a Bronco, where the Broncos beat Atlanta in Super Bowl 33. And his death coming on the day of Thursday Night Football on the 9th, where Super Bowl 9 was the Vikings and the Steelers, and Franco Harris, the running back, was the MVP of that Super Bowl, who played for the Steelers, who has the same surname as Najee Harris, the current Steelers running back. And yesterday was a little bit disappointing for the sports pick. Normally we kill it on Thursday. Yesterday was just mediocre. Yesterday we had the Steelers to win. I thought it was going to be a repeat of the Super Bowl. We had Utah Jazz to beat Philly, and we had Najee Harris for 2 touchdowns. So we got 2 out of the 3 correct, and the trolls this morning decided to overwhelm the GematriaEffectNews stream, spamming about how we were wrong about the outcome of the Steelers game, which is something a fucking loser would do in light of the fact that we normally murder Thursdays, and in light of the fact that we still gave out enough winning advice that you still should have came out ahead yesterday. Again, Utah Jazz did beat Philadelphia for the reason stated. Najee Harris did score 2 touchdowns for the reason stated, which was a nice prop bet. So to be complaining about the advice yesterday would make you a fucking loser. And for all the fucking losers out there, you're going to get a chance to call in, which we all know you won't. But anyway, Najee Harris was born on the 9th of March. And yesterday, before the game, he had 5 rushing touchdowns and 2 receiving touchdowns for a total of 7 career touchdowns. He's in his rookie season out of Alabama. So yesterday, he picked up a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown, bringing him to a career total of 9 on the 9th. And again, Super Bowl 9 was between the Vikings and Steelers, the same teams that met last night. And here was the box score for Najee Harris yesterday. Najee Harris had 1 rushing touchdown. Notice he had 20 carries. He also had 3 receptions and 1 receiving touchdown. Now consider 20 plus 3, he had 23 touches. 23 is the 9th prime number. And what was the scoring yesterday? It was 9-0 early in favor of the Vikings. And then at halftime it was 23-0. 23, the 9th prime number. Numbers that come together again and again in a tribute to 9. It's just the outcome of Super Bowl 9 was not the same. And the reason I thought the Steelers would win is because that Super Bowl was in 1975, and had the Steelers won, they would have been 7-5 in the win and loss column. I thought that's where they were going with it. That typically is what they do. I was a little bit surprised the Steelers didn't win yesterday. And that said, we did touch on the things that could go in the Vikings' favor. We always look at both sides of the equation and decide what the better narrative is. Yesterday, the Vikings got to 6-2 at home all-time versus the Steelers on 62 date numerology when Minneapolis equals 62. And Kirk Cousins got his 58th all-time win, staying on 58 regular season losses in light of Pittsburgh equaling 58. Remember, last year, Kevin Green, the Steeler, died at age 58 before the Steelers played on Monday Night Football. So, I mean, there were a few things there for the Vikings, but ultimately, I thought the Steelers had the better ritual. But here's what else I want to point out. I was not watching the game last night, and if somebody can confirm if this is true, I'd also welcome this phone call, since the ballless trolls probably won't call in. But this guy right here yesterday, the tight end for the Steelers, number 88, apparently after he caught the touchdown for the Steelers, that was when they announced the death of Demaryius Thomas, number 88, who had one of his greatest career highlights against the Steelers, at 80-yard touchdown reception in the playoffs to win the game against the Steelers as a Bronco. But here, look at this. This guy's birthday, number 88, his birthday's October 25th. That means the game was 45 days after his birthday. 45 is the 9th triangular number. If you add 1 through 9 together, it equals 45. So 45 days after his birthday, he ends up with 45 receptions for the season, you know? And again, all about 9. Plus the word ritual is equals 45. And then we're hearing about the death of Demaryius Thomas, who also wears the same jersey number, 88. Demaryius Thomas in Gematria equals 88. And Neo the hacker just pointed out that Demaryius Thomas was traded from the Patriots to the Jets on September 11th of all days. Remember the New York Jets, the Patriots, the Patriot Act 9/11, the New York Jet, Mo Lewis. I hate ESPN with their unexpected commercials. But the Jet, Mo Lewis, sacked number 11, Drew Bledsoe, who was in his 9th season, giving rise to Tom Brady. Again, just all mockery, all scripted. And again, I mean, the trolls who are trying to ruin a live stream exposing the murder of a young person because they're fucking losers and talking shit when they shouldn't be talking shit. Again, had you taken all the advice I put out in the stream yesterday, you would have won money. You would have come out ahead. So to be there bitching about that while I'm talking about the murder of someone, you are a scumbag piece of shit, and I wish I was reading about your fucking obituary, you know? All you sewer rats belong in the fucking gutter, period. And I'm going to open up the phone line to hear you worthless motherfuckers call in and explain yourselves. So tell me where I'm wrong. Najee Harris to score 2 touchdowns, which he did, and Philadelphia 76ers to lose to the Utah Jazz, which they did. Doc Rivers stayed on 63 wins. Jazz equals 63. Picked up his 35th loss on a Thursday 35. I want you to explain why you're sitting there bitching and trying to turn people away from the truth. And literally, like, the best value in education there is in the world, you know? The knowledge I teach for $5 a month, most of it's free, but if you make the payment of $5 a month, tell me where you're getting a better tuition for $5 a month. I will open up the phone line, and let's see if any of the trolls can call in and explain themselves. Okay, the line's open, trolls. Tell me why you lost yesterday in light of the fact that the majority of the knowledge put out was winning. Had you taken that prop bet, had you taken Philly and even the Steelers, you still would have came out ahead. So what's your excuse? We'll sit here and wait for the trolls. We'll sit here and wait. Come on, trolls. You guys were so busy spamming the stream where I'm talking about the murder of Demaryius Thomas, crying about how you're a loser. Now the phone's open to you. Let's hear the voice of the losers. Come on, there was like 50 of you active in the chat. Where are you guys? We know you're here. You guys are probably spamming right now on the Patreon page. Where's the trolls? Come on. Where's the guys who hide behind account names and can be anonymous on the internet and talk a big game? Where are you guys? Come on, man. Najee Harris for 2 touchdowns. Boom. Right on the money. Tribute to Franco Harris. Clear script. Where's your call yesterday? You know? And realize, yesterday was the first time we lost on Thursday night football on a 35 ritual in a long time. I mean, you go back the last 2.5 years, you had to wait that long for us to be wrong about the 35 on Thursday. You haven't heard these guys talking shit at all. They just been silent like sewer rats down in the gutter, but finally one wrong and they all rise up, you know, to make their little mice sounds or whatever it is. Come on, the line's open to you. Call in. Call in. Of course the trolls don't leave me alone. It's because they're paid. This is their job. This is their job to harass the community. But they know to shut the fuck up when I call them out. They'll never win the argument on the phone. They can just leave their bullshit, lying, deceptive messages all day. They can only tell 1/3 of the truth. Here, we'll just focus on the one thing that was wrong and ignore the 2 things that were dead on. We'll write, Zach's a scammer. Zach's a scammer. Zach was wrong. I lost a lot of money last night. These guys didn't lose any fucking money last night. They probably won money last night, and that's how shitty they are. Here, let's see if this is one. 314? 314, you're on. You got to talk through the phone. The video's on delay. He hung up. Well, I guess that was the troll's attempt. 724? 724, you're on.
331-5550.
What's that?
Is this Zach?
This is it.
What's up, man? I just got your notification on YouTube on my way home from work. I actually live in Pittsburgh, but I've been following you for like 4 years, man. I'm not a hater, man. I'm calling to congratulate you, man. I've been following you since probably about the 2015 Super Bowl when the Broncos beat the Carolina Panthers. You called that in like week 6. And for me, a sports fan at the time, diehard football fan, you sounded fucking crazy. You sounded crazy because you said Peyton Manning's going to go out with a Super Bowl on his last year playing the worst football of his career. I said, this guy's fucking nuts. They ended up winning that Super Bowl. And ever since I've been following you. And it takes, like, a different level of confidence to, like, follow what you're preaching. But, I mean, man, if there's no dots that need connected, I was just calling to congratulate you, man, and appreciate, what you've been doing, man, honest to God. Like, don't let, these haters throw you off your square, get you all frustrated. Keep doing what you're doing, man, because you're putting out knowledge.
They don't do it. They don't do anything. I just have to do a video like this every now and then to show how sorry these motherfuckers are, because they sit here and spam shit all day thinking I'm not going to respond, but then I just, I'll just prove it like this, that these guys will just go hide in the dark and not say anything when I come out and bring light to what the truth is. And again, this guy in the chat who's complaining that he lost $700 yesterday, well, guess what? You're a fucking loser, sir, and you shouldn't play anymore, because if you can't win with winning knowledge, you're a fucking loser. Adios.
Hey, man, as long as I've been talking or following you, like, the opportunity to actually, like, just have a second to talk to you, I think it's cool as fuck, man. Like I said, I was just calling in to say thanks, man, what you do. I know you put in a lot of time. I mean, I pretty much watched all your videos from that particular Super Bowl that I was speaking of to present day, man, and I know it takes up a lot of your day, a lot of your time, and I know you have, a life other than this, and I can only imagine how hard it is to do what you do, put the knowledge in. But man, I'm just calling to say thanks, man.
Well, you're welcome. Appreciate you sticking around despite thinking it was crazy back then. And you're in the same boat as my dad. My dad thought I was nuts back then. He's saying, Zach, there's no way Peyton Manning will win the Super Bowl. I still remember the AFC Championship because it was Manning versus Brady. He's like, there's no way he's going to beat Brady. I said, just watch. It's all scripted. So, indeed.
Yeah, I watched one video from you. I don't even know how it popped up because I was watching some conspiratorials, some streaming shit on YouTube, and somehow it got me tied into your videos. And I said, man, this fucking guy's out of his mind, man. I know football. He's saying Peyton Manning's going to win it this year. This is the worst year of his career.
He couldn't even throw the ball. He's throwing wounded ducks all season. I still remember the first pass of that Super Bowl, a wounded duck from number 18 to 81 for an 18-yard gain in his 18th season. So that's how scripted it is.
Yeah, man. When I got up this morning, I got up for work at like 5 o'clock. I actually work in downtown Pittsburgh. But long story short, I got up this morning. I actually put $100 on the game last night. I didn't see none of your videos or nothing on Patreon about who you were picking for last night. I just threw $100 on the hometown team, right? So my son's birthday was last night, so we go out to dinner, have a good time, have a couple drinks. I don't even watch the whole game. So when I wake up this morning, I find out we lost. But right after I seen that we lost, I seen the article on Demaryius Thomas. He died at 33 years old. Well, that's a pretty odd number, a guy that young. So
they put it in your face because they say that he died at 33 in Atlanta. And again, that was Super Bowl 33, Denver over Atlanta.
Right. Right. So I was like actually waiting for you to put out a video just on him alone because, you know what I mean? Even someone who just started following you recently. Just so you know,
I did early this morning. If you're not subscribed to Gematria Effect News 24, I covered it this morning on that channel.
Yeah, I was at work all day. Like I said, I just got the alert for this stream right now on my way home. So I clicked on it, you know what I mean, as I'm riding home, shut the radio off. And, yeah, man, like I said, man, I was just calling. I seen you were pretty fired up. I was just calling to tell you, you know what I mean, there's people out there appreciate what you're doing.
All right, well, I appreciate it. You have a good one. Congrats on the bet.
All right, you too,
All right, take care. Okay, 314, call him back.
Yeah, you want to go on here talking shit about me.
I lost my fucking money dealing with you.
Who are you? How am I talking shit about you? I don't even know who you are.
You talking about I lost $700?
Oh, you're the guy in the chat. Okay, you're the guy in the chat who said I lost $700. Did you bet last night on Philadelphia to lose to Utah or Najee Harris on the prop bet?
Yeah, with these dumbass numbers that you say all the fucking
Okay,
time.
so hold on. So those two bets hit, and then the third loss. So you lost money despite winning 2 out of 3 bets?
Yeah.
How do you do that? You bet on 3 things, you hit on 2 of them, and you lose money for the night? How's that possible?
Man, like I fucking said, these fucking numbers don't amount to shit. They ain't gonna get us nowhere, man.
You don't make any sense. The problem sounds like you might be retarded, so sorry, buddy. All right, next caller.
Hello, my name's Jay.
Yeah, what's up? No caller ID. What's up?
Hey, I'm just calling because I'm a bit weary of what you have to say. I don't see a possibility for how this could be scripted. I mean,
did you hear Terry Bradshaw last night at halftime? He said it was like the game was scripted. He said the holes didn't make any sense. It was like the Steelers weren't even playing defense. He said, came right out of his mouth, former NFL player. Looked like it was scripted. Those were his words. Huh?
I said, I'm a daily news consumer, and I just don't know how that's feasible.
As a daily news consumer, you don't see how that's feasible. Well, I just see 2 big problems in that sentence. Why are you a daily news consumer?
I like to obtain information.
You like to be programmed and mind-controlled and lied to every day? Oh, he hung up. I'm a daily news consumer. I don't see how that's possible. It sounds like you're fucking retarded as well. I mean, daily news consumer. Here's what's not possible. The way the World Trade Centers came down on 9/11 and a man in a cave being responsible. That's called not possible. Locking down a free nation because a few people died in a nursing home over something that's like the flu when coronavirus was coined as the flu in 1968? That shouldn't be possible. Fucking daily news consumers talk about retards. Here we go. 561, next caller.
Yo.
Yeah, you're on 561.
All right, cool, man. Look, all I want to know is who's winning Super Bowl 56, Zach? What's the matchup?
We've had it on Patreon since February. Sign up, buddy.
I looked up the Patreon. I didn't see it. What video is it?
Again, we did it right after the Super Bowl ended last year. So.
Oh, okay. So I got to scroll all the way down?
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
All right, cool.
Okay, but man, you're hearing the voices of some really dumb people today, which would be the American people. I'd say about 90% of them sound just like that. I don't see as a daily news consumer how they could script a sports game. It's like, is that sentence supposed to make sense? I mean, just think about how fucking dumb you have to be to even say that sentence. As a daily news consumer, I don't see how they could script a sports game. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean? Oh my God. That's what I hate about just talking to all these countries. It's like, holy shit, these people are even dumber than I make them out to be. Yeah, exactly. Imagine being proud to be a daily news consumer, and then imagine being so fucking dumb that you don't know how sports are scripted. How about, hey, dumbass who has a Netflix subscription, go watch Ken Burns' documentary on baseball, and again, you got a quote from Spalding, you know, who the Bulls are named after, who was big in baseball in the early days. He said the word was conspiracy. That's from the documentary. The word was conspiracy to describe the early days of American baseball where the games were scripted to create narratives and interest in the game and excitement. And I mean, how obvious is it in rigged sports, the way how these... I mean, the Steelers even come back last night after being down 29-0 with like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter to make it a game. I mean, what a joke. 919?
Oh, what's up, Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm not sure if you noticed this, but if you flip the current record of the Steelers, you get the score of the Super Bowl 9.
Well, the score was 16-6. So how are you saying that that's the score of Super Bowl 9?
Because the Steelers had a draw, and so they're 6-1, and if you flip, you get 16.
Oh, I see. If you read it in reverse, it's kind of like 16-6, the score of the game. I see it. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's all I wanted to say.
Just on top of that, that's 22 combined points. Yesterday left 22 days left in the year. Najee Harris wears the number 22. Thomas equals 22, ends up dead. But anyway, appreciate it, man. Good observation.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thanks.
See ya. All right, is this the same 314 caller?
Yeah, man.
Okay. You take your IQ pills?
Like I fucking said, it's more so about your content. Why are you steady? What are these numbers?
Okay, so here, I understand we're probably working with about 9 IQ points here. So let me know if you follow. Super Bowl 9, you know the number 9, the one that comes after 8 and before 10?
I know what the fuck 9 is.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't know. So Super Bowl 9 was between the Vikings and the Steelers. Did you know that?
I know now.
Okay, so the game was on the 9th. And we said before the game that Najee Harris would likely score 2 touchdowns to get to 9 for his career because Franco Harris, the running back, was the Super Bowl MVP in Super Bowl 9. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we put that out before the game was played, which was a nice lucrative prop bet that you didn't take. And you didn't take it probably because 9 is a new number to you now?
What the fuck do you mean 9 is a new number to me?
Well, you said you didn't understand the whole number thing before. I thought it was pretty clear, but if you can only count as high as 8, it might be a little bit confusing about 9. New territory.
See, Zach, you always trying to be a funny motherfucker. You're not funny.
All right, well, better luck next time, buddy. Okay, you'd think a guy from the 314 area code would know more about numbers. That's kind of like pie. Anyway. Again, probably a troll. I mean, if you can't follow the simple basic logic and explanations that we give each day for our picks, I mean, you shouldn't be betting on them. So, he's like, I lost $700, which is probably just a lie. I mean, you shouldn't have lost money when 2 out of 3 picks are winners. So, anyway. We'll leave it there for now, you guys. Just another day in the life, 9 IQ points isn't enough. All right, hold on. I think we got a good caller here. Let's take a good call first. What's up? Is this Nate the Great?
Yeah, is there a connection with 129 in the Bible that you know off the top of your head?
Well, synagogue is 129, like the synagogue of Satan. That's what they did with the whole Jussie Smollett thing. That's why his thing started on January 29th and ended on December 9th. And at first it was 223 days from his birthday. And the synagogue of Satan, it's 223, like Philadelphia, like Andy Reid got his 223rd win over Philly. And then just synagogue alone's 129. So that's the Bible part.
Well, this is Christmas season, and I think that's why they're doing all these biblical rituals.
Well, look at Demarius Thomas. His birthday is Christmas. Dead at 33, like Jesus.
His birthday is Christmas, and I think he died, 16 days for his birthday or something like that. He wore number 16 for the...
Well, think about that.
Jets,
think about that. He's number 88, right? How many points last night in the game total? 64, 8 times 8, 64. The checkerboard, the chessboard, the Masons, 8 by 8. Chessboard, I mean, it's all ritual.
4 and 28. The Steelers scored 28. Total score was 64. It was 83 days before Ben's birthday and 86 days after Art Rooney's birthday.
Okay, yeah.
Beast is 88. They had a beast ritual last night. Steelers fell to 13 and 18 on Thursdays all time, and they fell to 6 and 6 in regulation. They fell to 6 and 1, not unlike the score.
Well, that goes with the 36 points, doesn't it? 666, the 36 triangular number. 36 is the 8th triangular number. They win by 8 in their 8th home game versus the Steelers. 88 dies, yeah.
The first guy to score was number 18. Demarius Thomas wore 18 in the past.
Okay.
But 18 plus 6. I was seeing Beast hitting all game, and that's what I knew the Steelers was going up against. So it was bad feelings. But I didn't go crazy on him because I saw what could happen. And then Demarius Thomas's last career touchdown made the score 6-16.
Wow, that's crazy. Just like the score of Super Bowl 9, huh? And again, 22 points. Thomas 22, dead on the day, leaving 22 days left in the year.
I think it's, let me type it in. I think it's Roswell, Georgia is where they found him. I'm typing it in. Yeah, Roswell, Georgia equals 166, like 16-6.
Okay. Yeah. Amazing.
I think that was I think it was Kirk Cousins' 122nd game. That includes his non-starts, and it was 12 months, 2 days after Art Rooney's birthday, like satanic.
What was wild about Cousins is it was 112 days from his birthday, the game, and Super Bowl's 112. Like we saw Snoop Dogg's mom die 112 days before the Super Bowl he's going to be in. But that the Super Bowl 9 was on January 12th, 112. And did you notice last night they had Michael Strahan in front of that Blue Origin prop, and Blue Origin is 112, like Houston 112 where he's from. It's just like, man, all this stuff is so corny.
That's Art Rooney's 112, and the Super Bowl 9 was on January 12th.
Well, it fits because the Jesuits operate in 112 countries, and the Rooneys are a Jesuit family. So, yeah.
Right, they're openly Jesuit family, so I was like, man, yeah, this beast riddle's probably going to... Once I didn't start decoding until late. I was already at work, and then I got about halfway through the game. I was like, yeah, I know exactly what they're doing. And then they were shaming Chase Claypool at the beginning of the game. Chase Claypool equals 216. In Gematria, like 6 times 6 times 6. And then at the end of the game, they stopped the clock on 216. And right after that, he got a big reception, like his biggest for the game. I was like, this is ridiculous, man. But then I didn't hear about Demaryius Thomas till after the game. Demaryius Thomas equals 88. He wore number 88. Beast equals 88. And then he dies on the day they do another little beast ritual.
I wasn't watching, but somebody said they announced his death in the game after 88 on the Steelers scored the touchdown.
Wow, I didn't see that part. I turned the game off. It was trashed. I knew they was gonna let it come back close for the fans, but I knew they was just trying to hit a certain score.
Neo just pointed out that Demaryius Thomas was also the 22nd pick of the draft, dead on the day, leaving 22 days left in the year. 22 men on the football field.
Yeah, they're sick, man. They're sick. They don't care, man. They're tucking everybody.
Yeah, somebody in the chat says, are they even really dying? I wonder if they are really dying, because I'm just tired of the families coming out right away and saying, yeah, he had a medical problem. It's like, that's what you're going to say, that your athlete child just dies the night of a football game, and your first statement's going to be, yeah, he had a medical problem. It's like, come on, man. How unhealthy could he have been at 33 as a former athlete?
They hit the green button, and then them zeros start filling up in the account, and they can say whatever.
That's what I wonder, man. And people are so shitty. It wouldn't surprise me if that's all it takes. So
that's basically all it is, man. They're sick. I'm not even worried about the people that don't believe. You got eyes to see, you're gonna see it. They're lining up, bodies dropping every day. Just keep up the work, man. Appreciate you.
All right, appreciate it, Nate. Take care. All right, yeah, Nate's a veteran, and he does good work. Hold on, we got one more call. I was going to hang it up, but we got one more call. 347.
Hello?
Hello.
Yo, what up, Zach?
What's up?
Hey, it's pretty much my first time calling. I've been following your work for a long time, but I think someone brought up to you about Greg Popovich going 13-18 and staying on 666 losses.
He did that against the most appropriate team, the Warriors, yeah?
Yeah, man. Warrior, Golden State 122. Greg Popovich was 55 days from his age. So, yeah, man, anybody not to believe this stuff is just a complete idiot, man.
Here, just so people understand what you're talking about, I'm going to put this up. I'm not sure who found it first. Itachi texted me in the morning. I don't know if he came up with it or Neo the hacker came up with it. Somebody came up with it, but I posted about it about 12 hours before the game was played. Come on, where's the thing at?
No, me and a few guys in a group chat, and I was actually looking at it, but this guy, he brought up the 13-18, Revelation 13-18, and I'm like, wow, that's it, man. We're going for this. And it was just, I bring it up to people, and people not to, understand what's going on in the world. It's just fucking insane, man. So yeah, we're in a group chat. We talk about it, and this guy he brought it up. For Greg Popovich going 13-18 and staying on 666 losses, that was the best call ever. And I was looking at it. Greg Popovich was 55 from his birthday. Satan 55, Golden State. Because we were kind of trying to calculate if I think I got it wrong that the Warriors going to beat the Suns But it was just in the process of Warriors going 12-1, then they went 12-2 at home, losing to the Spurs. Golden State 122, Satanic 122, and also Anton LaVie was 36 from his death date, which was 10/29, I believe. And 36 is 666. So it's just everything into that, man. It's insane. And thank you for I learned all this information from you. So it's good talking to you, man.
All right, congrats on the win. Great research.
Yeah, did you bring that up? It's just right in your eyes.
Oh, yeah, I'll go over this one because it was just from days ago. It's a great example of what they're doing. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, take care. Okay, so Greg Popovich, as a 8.5-point underdog, went into San Francisco now, where the Warriors are, where the Church of Satan was once established in 1966, and he became 1,318 and 666. Revelation 13:18 is about 666. The Warriors are from Philly, named in Revelation, like where 666 is talked about. 253?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
My name is JJ. I'm just calling in to thank you for the script that you gave out for the Spurs and Warriors game.
Well, you're welcome. And really, there's other people to thank. I mean, I guess they learned from me, but I put this up on my site because I saw this was lucrative. I was like, people got to know about this. Did you see it posted on the site?
Yeah. And I bet on it, and I was trying to tell people at my work and, people in my family, and they just think, oh, that's a coincidence or that's crazy. They don't really see what's really behind it.
Everybody's word, man. That's everybody's word to describe everything. Everything's just a coincidence in the minds of the masses. So.
And it's how can something so perfectly aligned and synced up in multiple layers, coded with the verse from the Bible, that should be clear,
Yeah, it should be, but people don't want to see it, man. They just want to think everything's a coincidence. It's easier that way. So.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, man. I found you when I was originally 10 years old back in 2008 or so. You're talking about Michelle Obama being a transgender and whatnot.
I don't think that was me. You got me confused with somebody else. I wasn't putting out content in 2008. I was still working in classrooms back then, but so.
Maybe it was 2010 or so.
I started putting out work publicly in 2013. That's when I started putting out work. So.
Okay. Yeah, but I remember seeing you when I was younger, and I didn't really think it was possible and whatnot. But now that I see how the coronavirus pandemic played out and stuff, I'm just man, this guy's been on this for a long time. So I want to thank you for that, opening my eyes and being able to see the truth.
Well, you are very welcome. I'm glad you're growing up with the knowledge. It doesn't make things easier necessarily in this world, but all things good and bad. So anyway, man, congrats on the win. Glad you found the post.
Yeah, thanks, man. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Take care. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because I have to get back to working on. I'm finishing my third book right now, and I need to be working on that, but it's all the trolling getting on my nerves. But anyway, this is the thing. Popovich came into this game with this record, as you see posted, 13-17 and 666. And a lot of people in the community say, well, wait a minute. If he hits the next win, he's going to be 13-18 and 666. And that's the verse, Revelation 13:18, about here is wisdom. Notice it starts with that way. Here is wisdom. Here, if you don't know Revelation 13:18, let's put it up. Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom. See, this is what most people don't want. Most people aren't very wise. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now, the thing is, it's not just that. It's the fact of what team he was playing. He's playing the Warriors, one of the original teams that's from Philly. And again, Philadelphia is named in Revelation. Revelation 3 talks about the Church of Philadelphia. And a letter is written to the Church of Philadelphia about the synagogue of Satan, which equals 223, just like Philadelphia. And Andy Reid just set an NFL record, getting his 223rd win against Philadelphia, his old team, because it's all so perfectly scripted. And that's when you have this knowledge, you can just see day after day there's these massive rituals from college to pro. They're doing shit like this all the time. It'll blow your mind if you pay attention. But so often, just biblical riddles with teams connected to Philly, even if they're still not in Philly. And there's a big connection between the Bay Area and Philadelphia. The Athletics in the Bay Area are originally from Philly. The Warriors are originally from Philly. The Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell's from Philly, but for a long time it was kept in San Francisco. And the thing about this being like, 666, this satanic number, the Church of Satan was established in San Francisco. And notice, the Warriors' record was 12-1 at home coming into this game. Revelation and Warriors equal 121. I've been a broken record over the years about how often Warriors games end with 121 points or 122 points. I predicted that the first Warriors game in San Francisco would end with a score of 122 points, which is exactly what it did. And that's because San Francisco equals 122. Like Golden State, and San Francisco's on the 122nd meridian. Plus, the word satanic is 122, and again, the Church of Satan was established there. The last caller said this game was also 55 days from Popovich's birthday, which I didn't even calculate, but the word Satan alone is 55. So, this is what they do. These games are so scripted. Again, if you don't understand how they can script sports, your head's up your ass. There's all sorts of books and documentaries about scripted sports worldwide going back to the 1800s. And again, why else would they need to pay these athletes so much? Steph Curry with a $201 million contract. I wonder where that number came from. Again, if you don't know, that's the big number with the Jesuits who run the whole show. But the reason these guys are paid so much, and look at it, it's almost all father-son. The other year, we predicted that the NBA Finals would be Warriors and Blazers. Not NBA Finals, NBA Western Conference Finals would be Warriors and Blazers because the two Curry brothers were on the two teams at the time. And now the other Curry brothers in Philadelphia. There's something going on with Philly and Portland, too, because they trade a lot of players, coaches. I don't know what it is. There's like backdoor relationships with some of these teams. But, the only people trolling this work are really dumb people. If that guy really lost $700 when 2 out of 3 things we put out were right and he should have had a winning day, the rule is don't bet $700 if you can't even count to 9. So, anyway. We'll leave it there for now, you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time.